Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of the capital, significance of the capital, and types of the capital. So, in this regards, first you can see here what is the capital. Total net assets available with the business enterprise is known as capital. It means capital indicates total amount which is invested on the business. It might be some people used to tell that total of current assets also. So here total funds which are required to run the business is nothing but the capital. Why the capital is the most important? Some people used to tell that capital is the lifeblood for the business. Why the capital is much important? What is the most things in the sense? Here we are going to discuss about that things. So here capital is very important to promote the business. So to promote the business means if we want to expand our business operations, or if you want to increase your sales, automatically we need the cash. So that cash is to come from the capital perspective. Next, second one here, to conduct business operations smoothly. To conduct business operations smoothly in the sense, generally we have some money. With that money we need to buy the raw materials, we need to pay the wages, we need to pay the salaries, we need to pay the telephone bills. Likewise, lot of expenses will be there, that all the expenses should meet with the help of the capital only. Next to that, we can see the diversification and expansion of the business. Expansion means same business, successful formula. For example, we have a supermarket in Vellore which is successfully running. Same supermarket, if you select another city, then if you establish same supermarket in another city, that is nothing but the expansion of the business, right? So likewise we can see the Reliance malls as well as CMR R9000. So likewise, if we want to expand our business operations one place to another place, or one geographical area to the another geographical area, definitely we need the capital. Next here, same area, diversification. Diversification means same business with the same area starting with the another one. You can take the Murali first they started the hotels, now they diversified with the sweets, ice creams. Likewise, they diversified with the ventures. Likewise, if we get a positive response or feedback from the customers with the same brand name, if we multiply differently, that is nothing but the diversification. You can take the Reliance Industries. In the Reliance Industries area, Reliance Power is there, Reliance Entertainments are there, Reliance Networks are there. Likewise, they are doing the different business. So if they want to add that one more thing in the sense, that is nothing but the diversification. So here what you need to understand in the sense, whenever company want to diversify their businesses, automatically they need the special funds. Those funds will join from the capital only. Next to that here we can see the to meet contingencies. To meet contingencies. So here, to meet contingencies. Contingencies means unexpected expenses. Unexpected expenses. Unexpected expenses means earthquakes will come, or otherwise tsunamis will come, or otherwise any other unexpected things may attack our business, like a corona nowadays may attack that our business. Automatically what happen? Our business sales may fall in that situations. So in such situations also we should be in the position to run our business. So at that moment we need to have some other additional amounts to run the business. So for that purpose also, companies need to maintain the additional working capital or additional capital, which one to continue the business. So next to here, to pay taxes, interests and dividends. So generally after 31st of the March, we should submit the returns to the government. On the basis of that, we need to pay the taxes to the government. If we want to pay the taxes to the government, we should need the capital. In addition to that, paying to the dividends and the interest. Generally, companies always, that means to mobilize funds from two sources. One is equity capital and another one is debt capital. Equity capital in the sense that is collecting from the shareholders. So for shareholders, we should distribute the part of the profit, that means from the to the shareholders. So if we want to distribute them, what we need to do? We should have the capital, as well as company used to maintain the debt capital. Debt capital means through the debentures or otherwise from the bank loans or otherwise any other financial institutions, people used to bring the loans. So for them, every year they need to pay interest. So if they want to pay the interest, there also we should need the capital. So next to that here, to replace the assets means generally the life of the any machinery will be there couple of years. So after that stipulated period, that machineries may not function properly. In such cases, what we need to do, we need to replace new machinery with the existing machinery. So if we want to replace that machinery, automatically we should need the capital. So here you need to understand the importance of the capital. The experts used to tell that capital is the lifeblood for the business. Without blood, humans can't survive. Similarly, without capital, business can't run smoothly. So you need to understand the importance of the capital. So here, whenever we want to promote the business, whenever we want to expand or diversify the business, whenever we want to pay the interest, or dividends, or taxes, or if we want to replace the assets, capital is very, very important. So, my dear students, you need to understand the significance of capital. So generally, whichever businesses has very limited capital, they can't expand their business operations smoothly. They may lose their business opportunities to increase their profits also. So till now we have discussed about the significance of the capital. Now we are going to discuss about the types of capital. Look at here the types of capital chart. So here this is the types of capital chart. So in this types of capital chart area, we can see the fixed capital and the working capital. Fixed capital means tangible fixed assets, one point. Intangible fixed assets, another one. Financial fixed assets. There are three types under the fixed capital. Under the working capital, two things are there: gross working capital and the net working capital. Now we will see them every. Now we watched the video in that area. There are two types of the capitals. One is fixed capital and another one is working capital. We will start with the fixed capital. Fixed capital in the sense capital which is used for the permanent assets. The life of the fixed capital is generally more than 1 year. That means investments which invested for the more than 1 year is nothing but the fixed capital. In this fixed capital area, we can see the three types: tangible fixed assets, intangible fixed assets, and the financial fixed assets. First, we will see the tangible fixed assets. Tangible fixed assets means assets which we can touch. For example, you can take the machinery, we can touch, we can feel. At the similarly, you can see the land, buildings. Likewise, whatever assets, computers, furniture, whatever it may be, which we can see, that all the things which we can touch, that all the things we can generally tell that as tangible fixed assets. Next to that, intangible fixed assets will be there. Intangible fixed assets means the assets which we can't touch. For example, you can see the intellectual property rights. That means, for example, patents will be there. Author will be there. Author has the patents. Generally, book authors used to write the book. So, what is going to happen then? He generally, whenever we purchase the book, some part of the amount used to go to that one. If anybody asks him to show the proof, he can't show because that is the asset. He is getting the fruits, so that means profits from that, or he is getting the some income from that area, but he is unable to show the aspects. Similarly, for example, some famous hotels will be there. That hotels used to have the goodwill. That means you can see the big hotels. Taj Hotel will be there. There is a huge goodwill for that. So that goodwill used to be there throughout the world. So that goodwill they can't show to the others, but that can bring the customers huge level. Automatically we can say that goodwill is the intangible fixed assets. So here what you need to remember in the sense, goodwill as well as likewise any other patents, trademarks, these all the things used to be treated as the intangible. So here, if you see the third one, that is the financial fixed assets. Financial fixed assets in the sense assets which are on papers. For example, we may have the 1 crore rupees bank deposit. So automatically, if we want to show, if anybody want to show it, we can show only a paper, piece of paper. That paper consists of 1 crore rupees deposit. Similarly, some people used to have the shares. So here, if that people has the shares in the sense, how can they show their assets that may be a 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs worth shares? They can show only papers. Likewise, there are lot of financial instruments which can't show directly that assets. Or for that purpose, we used to have the piece of paper. Those things used to be called as the financial fixed assets. So assets which are on the paper is nothing but the financial fixed assets. Examples, shares, bank deposits, and other financial instruments, whatever it may be. So this is about the concept related to the fixed assets. Next here, if you come towards the working capital. So working capital in the sense, capital which can used for the short term purposes. That means amount which can use for the short term purposes. That means less than 1 year period. So less than 1 year period in the sense, generally what you need to understand in the sense, normal payments will be there, paying the raw materials, paying the salaries, paying the wages. Likewise, some of the expenses will be there. These all the expenses usually called as working capital. So that's why we can say one thing, working capital is the capital amount invested for the day-to-day operations. So here day-to-day operations means purchasing the raw materials or otherwise paying the wages, paying the salaries. Likewise, lot of aspects will be there. There we can see the two types of the things. One is gross working capital and another one is net working capital. Gross working capital in the sense, nothing is there. total of current assets is nothing but the gross working capital. If you come towards the another one, that is the net working capital, in the sense difference between current assets and the current liabilities. Simply in the formula we can show that current net working capital is equals to current assets minus current liabilities. So here what you need to understand in the sense, we need to understand in the sense, if a capital can be divided into two types, one is fixed capital and another one is working capital. Fixed capital for the long term purposes, working capital for the short term purposes. So here fixed capital can be used for the that means can be divided into three types. One is here tangible fixed assets, intangible fixed assets, and the financial fixed assets. Tangible fixed assets in the sense assets which we can touch. Intangible fixed assets in the sense assets we can't touch. Example for the tangible fixed assets is the land, building, machinery. Intangible fixed assets in the sense trademarks, or otherwise patents, or otherwise goodwill of the company. If we take the financial fixed assets in the sense assets which we can show with the help of the paper, like bank deposits, or otherwise any other shares, or otherwise any other assets which we can show in the paper. Next here, if you see the working capital in the sense that is used for the short term purposes. Short term purposes means here less than 1 year period. Generally gross working capital and the net working capital will be there. Gross working capital means which we can show the that means total of the current assets. Net working capital in the sense difference between the current assets and the current liabilities. It means current net working capital is equals to formula net current assets minus current liabilities. In the next video we are going to discuss about what is working capital and what are the components of the working capital, finally determinants of the working capital.